So next up, a Kickstarter has gone live for Ninty Fresh magazine, created by the people behind the Switch Player magazine, but with a more retro focus. Now, it's already met its goal, which is cool. The Switch Player magazine seems like a really cool little magazine. It's difficult in 2020 to get the same kind of market, and I think maybe going down the retro route is the way to go, Al, because I know that the one magazine that I still buy is Retro Gamer, and the part of that is because it's a magazine and it's retro games altogether, whereas if I want new news for the Switch, I tend to just obviously we'll get it online, or we'll get it on this podcast. It's a much more immediate medium in 2020. But what do you think? Is it a good focus?
I don't know. I'm genuinely surprised people still buy magazines these days. I didn't really think people did. I thought print media was largely dead. I mean, the tagline for this is obviously it's fresh Nintendo content from NES to now. I'm fascinated to see how they're going to go about pulling this together, because how you get fresh content from old consoles that nothing's happening much for, it intrigues me. It genuinely does. What about you, Anton?
Yeah, similar to Mike, I've kind of always been a good supporter of Retro Gamer, and I think and it's the last magazine I stuck with. And I think retro magazines work better than kind of new news magazines in our current age, where it works much better as, on the news, you just go, you find the article, and it probably has more information than a magazine, and it's instantaneously. But, if it's something older, there's an element of them curating information for you. There's more room for editorial or kind of historical looks at things, or finding things you may have missed, rather than the kind of purely just being like, here's the same article you could have gotten on Eurogamer, but without comments, so you don't know if they're lying. But,
you're right. It has to have a certain angle, doesn't it? To make people want to actually go out and spend money on something physical. Interestingly, while you said about magazine sales, in 2011 there were 820 million magazine sales in the UK. By 2018 it was down to 373 million, which is quite a drastic fall. I mean, that's more than half of where it was, but it's still a lot. I mean, I haven't got anything up to date to 2020 yet, but certainly, even 2 years ago, still nearly 400 million magazines were being sold in the UK. So they're still a thing.
Yeah, I love how
it's
Nintendo,
nice
with their own inside scoops and all the little wee promotions they could have done, no worries about copyrighting themselves. They couldn't sell one magazine, and then we've got a Switch Player magazine over here having enough content for two. So they're clearly doing something right, and I'd love to give it a read.
Yeah, there is definitely an audience for it, and I have to say they've done a really good job on the art of the Switch Player magazine. It does look really good, and there's something very nice about reading a magazine, in bed or on a train or whatever, where you're not having to sort of, go digital. It's nice. It's just nice.